Danny Collins is a 2015 musical comedy drama starring Al Pacino, Annette Bening, and Christopher Plummer. It's the somewhat true-to-life story of Al Pacino's character, who's been a musician and famous for 40 years. And when he was first getting started, he did an interview with a magazine and mentioned John Lennon being his hero. And John Lennon wrote this man a letter, and it was never delivered. So the movie finds this character 40 years later being given the letter that was written 40 years prior by John Lennon. And the movie finds this letter inspiring the character, Danny Collins, to start his career over again. Have you seen a movie about an old man who's been inspired to become young again? This is a very C script, and that C script is brought up to like B-B territory by strong performances by all the principal actors. Pacino's great in this movie, so is Christopher Plummer. Plummer's not in it for very long, but he's hilarious when he is. And Al Pacino and Annette Bening have a lot of chemistry on screen, and that's fun to watch. But the screenplay they're given is just mediocre at best. It's really the performances that make this a decent watch. Oh, Spaghetti Man, a 2016 comedy? The movie's about a guy, Clark Kent. It's a little on the nose. Clark eats a bowl of radioactive spaghetti and develops the ability to shoot spaghetti, cooked, from his hands. And he decides to use this power to extort money from people. You want to be saved? Give me money, and then I'll kill your attacker with spaghetti. And if you want more from this movie than that, you're not gonna get it. This movie's a one-note joke. The spaghetti powers he has evolve a little bit, but it's random, seemingly. And the movie has weird comedic timing issues that plague its entire runtime. This movie somewhat falls flat. It had an opportunity to deconstruct its genre and become something new, which I think would be fun, but it seems to be just throwing spaghetti against the wall to see what would stick. Really pleased with myself on that one. Side Effects is a 2013 thriller directed by Steven Soderbergh. It stars Channing Tatum and Rooney Mara as a young couple. He's getting out of jail because of securities fraud, and she is his loving wife, who starts to go into a mental spiral once he gets out of jail. And Jude Law is Rooney Mara's therapist, who prescribes her a new type of medication, and that medication seems to change her personality in all the wrong ways. And this is a fun little thriller. Rooney Mara is so good in everything I've seen her in, and that doesn't change here. And Jude Law gives a strong performance as this therapist who's struggling to figure out what's happening. And with any good thriller, what's happening morphs and changes throughout its running time. Catherine Zeta-Jones does an interesting job here. She is a therapist that saw Rooney Mara's character in the past, and she seems to have ulterior motives for the information that she gives Jude Law's character. And as a viewer, you're spending the running time trying to figure that out, which kept me engaged. I really like this flick. I would like to watch it again just solely for Rooney Mara's performance, because it's a blockbuster performance.